Okay, just to introduce our last but one speaker. We love the student movement. That's why I'm delighted to introduce Myriam Kane, member of the National Union of Students and the Black Students Committee, and the former president of Lewisham Southwark College. Myriam, thank you.
Thank you to Stand Up to Racism for organising this conference when it's needed more than ever. With the climate we are living in, it's more hostile than it has ever been in my lifetime, not only in Britain, but all around Europe. We have seen a rise in hate crimes since Brexit and the election of Trump, which has given confidence to the KKK and massive rise of different hate groups across Europe. The election for far-right group taking government posts in Europe, spreading hatred against Muslims, migrants, Jewish, LGBT, black communities, and others is a nightmare for African Muslim women like me. Let us never forget the Holocaust, which saw 6 million Jewish people and millions of others murdered by fascists, show what fascism will do. I ask myself, how did this happen? It happened because good people stood by and did nothing. Today, when I look across the room, I say, not sitting by, I see people not sitting by. We say never again, we mean it, they shall not pass. Last week, I was proud to join the demo against the so-called Democratic Football Lads Alliance. I'm proud that they were outnumbered by anti-fascists. Where were these so-called Democrats protesting when swastika was found and pitched in Croatia? They are silent. I did not see them. They did not protest against it because they are not against it. Let's show racism and fascism the red card in sport. I am a member of the NUS-NEC. The National Union of Students was set up after the World War II to stop another World War happening again. It is our duty to stop fascism. Our campuses must be safe spaces against fascism. History shows us that the Nazis recruited young people at universities. The Nazis Youth League attacked Jewish students and burned books. We must oppose groups like Generation Identity, who are flying campuses with hateful leaflets against migrant and Muslim, targeting niqab-wearing women. I saw no platform to fascists. The rise of Islamophobia and racism is literally killing people. A car drove toward worshippers as they were coming out of the prayers at Finsbury Park Mosque. Let's call this what it is, fascist terrorism. It has no place in our society. And let's be totally clear that when mainstream politicians blow the racist dog whistle, it is the racists that come out running. They are doing this as a weapon of mass distraction, blowing migrant and Muslim instead of those who are at the top who started the crisis. I say shame on Boris Johnson calling hijabi sisters letterbox. And there was a rise in attack on Muslim women. He compared Muslim women to bank robbers. The biggest bank robbers are the top 1%. Are the top 1% who crashed the banking system, got bailed out despite starting the economy crisis in the first place. I say blame the bankers, not the burqa. Jacob Rees-Mogg calling an African country Jam Jar Republic. It is like they have seen Donald Trump's victory and want to whip up his hatred. Let's remember, Theresa May engineered the hostile environment and brought in the go-home vans around communities. It is the Tories it is the Tories knew anything about public services, they will know that the migrant going home will mean the end of the NHS. Migrant make the NHS. We are one society, many cultures, and we are here to stay. I want to explain to you how important this movement is. As a black Muslim woman, I fear every day for my life stepping out of my house. I am multilingual, but when I avoid speaking English on the bus. I avoid to speak any other language but English on the bus to fear of attack. That's the everyday life of a migrant. Yet the show of strength of the Together Against Trump demo, the refugee welcome movement, UN anti-racism day demos. This is the real Britain. Diverse, upsetting, anti-racist. We need you to demonstrate in it because the media not reporting it and government are divisive when we need to be united. I want to tell you how proud I was to see Jeremy Corbyn elected as the leader of the Labour Party, making Diane Abbott Shadow Home Secretary. I was disgusted at the 2017 election campaign, attacked by the media and the Tory party against Diane Abbott, the first black woman elected to Parliament. But just look at Theresa May now, condemning the racism and sexism that Diane faced, despite the political attack from the top of the Tory party. Theresa, do I really look like a fool? No, don't think so. You need to take a good look at your own party campaign and the press that is, oh, it's time, okay, sorry, that is encouraged. So please, I'm just saying this last thing. Young people, get organized, join Stand Up to Racism, join Student Against Racism to get organized, and let's take it to our next step, to our street, to our campuses, everything that we can do to get organized. And see you on the street on the 17th at the demo. Thank you.